Okay, I need you to.
Prepare to be astonished.
Yes. All right. So Hoopla, I have my students borrow books on Hoopla all the time, and I love Hoopla because you don't have to wait for anything, put anything on hold. Their comic book selection is on pretty much unparalleled, and it seems like they're always adding good stuff. Like here's the recently added things on there. Now there's a lot of this Betty and Veronica, which I'm not too interested in, but you have these series that I would probably never see at the bookstore. But you've got Jeff Lemire, if that's how you pronounce his last name. You got the whole this whole Blade Runner series. Oh, there's so much stuff. There's the entire Walking Dead. I could go on and on about how much is actually on here. Um, just so many good things. And then the ebook selection is really good. But I've got my students doing this reading program where they've got independent reading and finding graphic novels or ebooks to read is a little problematic when they want to read like a particular book and they're stuck at home. They can't get to the actual library to get a physical book, and they go to Hoopla, and that book is not available on Hoopla. So I'm looking at the selection of stuff on um, the young adult books, and there's The Hate You Give, and some other popular things like They Both Die at the End is really popular with my students. The Poet X is new and it's popular, and Even If We Break is popular. That author is really popular right now. But I got this email from a teacher. All right, not a teacher. I got this from the Washington Branch librarian, Anne, at the Washington Branch Library. Um, and she said, I know you use Hoopla, but didn't know if you were aware that Overdrive has teen books that are always available, so you don't ever have to place holds on them. Now, that's the problem I've had with Overdrive, is that you go into Overdrive and you can't just borrow something, you have to place a hold on it. But that's not true for everything. There's actually a lot of great stuff on here. So, dear Martin, I don't believe it's available on Hoopla. Let's see. Not available on Hoopla. It is available to immediately borrow on Overdrive. Everything, not something available that's available on Hoopla. Let's go to this high school required reading. So all these books, and there's The Hate You Give, just like on Hoopla, and there's other titles that there's crossover for, but there's similarities to Hoopla. But all these things are available to immediately borrow. This is where it ends, about a school shooting. That the way it's told, the perspective it's told from, is something that is really memorable for my students who have chosen that one. And there's just that, and I think Overdrive does a really nice job of sorting things. So a series that my students liked last year quite a bit was called Unwind, and there's also Scythe. So if I go down here to teen series starters, you're going to see that some things you have to place a hold on, like all these are just borrow, 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 which is impressive. Just showing you how much is actually available on Overdrive. But I'm in here, and there's Unwind. So this is a book I told my students you've got to read. You got to figure out how to get a copy of, and it's there. It's there on Overdrive, waiting for them. There's Unwind. That's a really fun book to read. Adult, teen, preteen probably could handle that one. The content wise could handle it. Little Brother, I've heard a good amount about. Octavian Nothing, I wasn't really a fan of that book. But anyway, there's all these things that are available that aren't available on Hoopla, and they're available for immediately borrowing on Overdrive. So this is also something that you can get with your library card, the Toledo Public Library or whatever library that you happen to subscribe to, if they have Overdrive as a feature of your library card membership. I do want to show you one difference though. So with Hoopla, you set up your account and you need your barcode number for the library. With Overdrive, then you need your library card number. So if I click borrow, I need my card number and my PIN. So that's one issue with this, that maybe you don't know your PIN. But because I'm on the library's website, I can go down here to this Need Help Chat Live Now feature and ask them for help getting my PIN. So I have my barcode, but I need my PIN. And just hit enter. They already know that you need help. So there you go. That's that. How did I get to it? Well, if I went to the Toledo Library's main page and I clicked books and e-media over in this middle column, Overdrive/Libby, there it was. There's also an app that you can download. So there you have it.